Hello students, in this video I am going to explain force between two parallel current carrying conductors. In our earlier video we have discussed that when a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, the maximum force exerted on the conductor is given by BIL. So here if there are two conductors placed parallel to each other and the current flowing in the conductors are in opposite directions, then the force exerted between them is of repulsive nature, as you can see here. Similarly, if the current is flowing in the two conductors in the same direction, then the force is of attractive nature. Let us find the magnitude of this force. For this, we have considered two infinitely long straight conductors carrying current I1 and I2 in the same direction, like this. They are placed parallel to each other at a distance d apart. Magnetic field is produced due to the current through each conductor. See here, the current is flowing in the upward direction in first conductor and also in the second conductor it is flowing upwards. The magnetic field will be produced due to conductor 1 as well as due to conductor 2. Also, each conductor is placed in the magnetic field of the other conductor. Therefore, each conductor will experience a force due to the other conductor. So, let us calculate the magnitude of this force. For this, let us find the magnetic field at any point on conductor 2 due to the current I1 flowing through conductor 1. That means when current is flowing through conductor 1, the magnetic field exerted on conductor 2 have to be calculated, and we are aware from our earlier studies that this magnetic field will be mu naught I1 upon 2 pi d. Let us apply the right hand rule and we find that the direction of the current is upwards. So, magnetic field will be perpendicular to the plane of the paper and will be directed inwards as shown here. Due to this magnetic field, conductor 2 will experience a magnetic force. Let us find this force. The magnitude of this force on length L of conductor 2 will be given by F is equal to BIL. Now, this force will be equal to putting down the value of magnetic field produced by conductor 1, which is equal to mu naught I1 upon 2 pi d, and I2 current flowing in the conductor 2 and the length on which the force is calculated. Now let us find the force acting per unit length of the conductor 2. Simply by rearrangement of the above expression, we have obtained this expression of force per unit length. And we can also find the direction of this force by Fleming's left hand rule, according to which the force on conductor 2 will act perpendicular to it and will be directed towards conductor 1 if the current in both the conductors are in same direction. That means we have applied the Fleming's left hand rule and we have obtained that the force on conductor 2 will be towards the conductor 1. In the similar way, I can calculate the conductor 1 is also experiencing a force due to current flowing in conductor 2, which is again perpendicular to it and is directed towards the conductor 2. That means the force per unit length on conductor 1 due to current flowing in conductor 2 will be given again by the same expression. So we can say that the direction of this force will be opposite to the direction of the force on conductor 2, or we can say by Newton's third law, equal and opposite forces. Hence, both the conductors carrying current in same direction exert attractive force on each other. And if the conductors having current flowing in opposite directions, they will repel each other, because the force exerted on the conductor by the Fleming's left hand rule will be in opposite directions, and the pattern of the magnetic field lines indicates the force of attraction between the two parallel current carrying conductors in the same direction and force of repulsion between two parallel current carrying conductors in opposite directions, as shown here. That is, if the current are in same direction, the force of attraction will be represented by the magnetic field lines drawn for conductor 1 and magnetic field lines drawn for conductor 2. Both the field lines will merge together, and when the current are in opposite directions, the force or repulsion will be represented like this. Now let us define 1 ampere. The force acting per unit length of wire is given by this expression. This we have already derived. Now let us consider that current I1 and I2 is equal to 1 ampere and the distance between the two parallel conductors is 1 meter. Put down all the values in the above expression. We will get as force per unit length is equal to mu naught is 4 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 7, I1 I2 as 1 ampere and upon 2 pi into 1 as we have taken d also equal to 1 meter. So when we have calculated, we have obtained force per unit length as 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 newtons per meter. So from here we can define 1 ampere. 1 ampere is that current which when flowing through each of the two infinitely long parallel conductors placed in free space at a distance of 1 meter from each other will attract or repel each other with a force of 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 Newton per meter of their length. That is from this force. Now let us attempt numerical. In an automobile, the battery is connected to the starting motor by straight wires 70 centimeter long. This is the length of the wire, and 1.5 centimeter apart, that is the distance. If the initial current in the wires is 300 amperes, that is I1 I2 is given as 300 amperes. Estimate the force between the wires and also write the nature of the force. So we are aware of the formula that force acting per unit length between the wires is given by mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi d. Putting down all the values, mu naught is 4 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 7, I1 and I2 as 300 amperes upon 2 pi into d. D is given as 1.5 centimeters, so we will convert it in SI units like this, and the length is given as 70 centimeters. Again we will convert it in SI, so we will obtain the force as 0.84 newtons, and the force is repulsive because the current in the two conducting wires are in opposite direction as it is a battery. Now let us attempt one more numerical. A long straight wire PQ carrying a current of 60 amperes is placed horizontally like this. It's placed horizontally. 60 ampere current is flowing through it. Another long conductor XY is kept parallel to PQ at a distance 4 millimeter in air. Suppose this is XY and it is placed at a distance of 4 millimeters from PQ. Conductor XY is free to move and carries a current I. I current flows through it. Calculate the magnitude and direction of current I, for which the magnetic repulsion just balances the weight of the conductor XY. It is given that they are repelling each other. If they are repelling each other, the direction of the current in XY will be opposite to the direction of the wire PQ like this. And as the magnetic repulsion force is balancing the weight of the conductor, so we can write down that the force per unit length exerted on the wire XY will be equal to the weight mg. So putting down the values, mu naught upon 2 pi can be written as 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7. I1 is 60 amperes and I2 is, we have to calculate, and the distance D is given as 4 millimeters, so we have converted it in SI units, that is 0.004. Mass per unit length of conductor XY is 0.01 into acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.8. Calculating for the current I, we get 32.67 amperes. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.